Why did these NASCAR rivalries erupt after races? Imagine the roar of engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the adrenaline that keeps drivers pushing harder. Now picture the tension that bubbles over once the checkered flag drops. NASCAR rivalries often ignite right after the race ends, and these moments are some of the most talked about in racing history. They happen because of the fierce competition, physical contact during the race, and the emotions that build up over time. When drivers race will-to-will at high speeds, contact is almost unavoidable. Sometimes it's accidental, but other times it's seen as disrespectful, which fuels resentment. Drivers feel wronged by aggressive moves, and these feelings don't just disappear after the race. They grow stronger, leading to heated confrontations. One of the earliest famous rivalries involved Donnie Allison, Bobby Allison, and Cale Yarborough. After Richard Petty won a race, Donnie and Yarborough started throwing punches in the infield, with Bobby joining in. This was the first live televised fistfight among NASCAR drivers, setting a precedent for how seriously they took their disputes. The rivalry between Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Bodine is another example. It started in the mid-1980s and got worse in 1986 when Bodine won the Daytona 500 after Earnhardt ran out of gas. They didn't speak for years and would bump each other fiercely on the track. Their intense dislike was so strong that it reportedly inspired a movie. Richard Petty and Bobby Allison's rivalry reached a boiling point in 1970 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. They traded paint during the race, and in the final laps, Petty felt his safety was at risk. Petty later said Allison could have seriously hurt him, showing how dangerous these rivalries could become. The All-Star race often became a stage for post-race fights. In 1987, Dale Earnhardt and Bill Elliott swapped paint, leading to Elliott's tire being cut. Earnhardt won, but on the cool-down lap, Elliott hit him again. 2 years later, Rusty Wallace and Doral Waltrip got into a heated pit road fight with shoves and punches. Wallace's aggressive driving made fans see him as a villain. Waltrip was so mad he said he hoped Wallace choked on his prize money. In 2005, Kevin Harvick went after Joe Nemechek after a tense moment in the All-Star race, and officials had to hold Harvick back. The 2019 All-Star race saw Clint Bowyer jump out of his car to punch Ryan Newman while Newman was still in his vehicle. Newman then chased Bowyer, and their crews rushed in to break things up. More recently, in 2020, Ricky Stenhouse and Kyle Busch's feud exploded after the All-Star race. Stenhouse punched Busch in the face, and both teams got involved in a full-blown brawl. NASCAR responded with fines and suspensions. These eruptions happen because drivers feel justified in their anger. They believe others drove recklessly or disrespected them. The rush of adrenaline and frustration from losing or being wronged make conflicts almost inevitable. Back in the early days, NASCAR had fewer rules and barriers, so tensions could easily turn physical once the race was over. The culture of NASCAR at times encouraged aggressive driving and rivalries because fans loved the drama. Drivers knew that these conflicts drew attention and boosted viewership. Over time, NASCAR has introduced stricter penalties and security to prevent fights, but the competitive spirit remains. Rivalries are part of the sport's history and will always be a part of NASCAR's legacy.